Hi all. Today we will learn the topic computer network from the chapter 1 computer fundamentals. In a previous video we learned basic fundamentals of computer with respect to computer system, block diagram and input and output devices. Let's have a look at today's objectives for the session. First, introduction to computer network, classification of computer network. In that we will learn LAN, MAN, WAN and types of topology. What is computer network? When two or more computers or peripherals are connected together for sharing data or files, hardware resources such as printer, then they form a network. A network consists of two or more computers connected together and they can communicate and share resources. The elements of a network are sender. First, it is a source that creates a message to be transmitted. Medium. It is the transmitting medium that carries the message. Receiver. It is a destination that receives the message. Network is very useful to the users who are working in large organizations or where the buildings are spread out. Why networking? It's used for sharing information, that is data communication. Do you prefer these where data is getting transferred using a CD, which will be every time difficult for sharing information? Or the second one where data can be shared efficiently without using any CD or pen drive as computers are in a network? I know everyone answer would be the second one. Sharing hardware or software. Example, print document. When data is on computer network, only one computer can solve the purpose of printing. Instead, printer with every PC. So the investment on so many printers will be reduced. Centralized administration and support. Computer network supports the administration to access the information. Example, internet based. So everyone working on computer can access the same administrative or support application from their PCs. In the next slide, let's look at the advantages of computer network. The following are the advantages of computer network. First, speed. Sending and receiving files on a computer network is quick and easy. You can open the drive of another computer to copy files while working on your computer. Centralized software management. There is no need to duplicate data on all the computers. Data in one computer that acts as a server is enough. The file server stores all the software. It also eliminates the need of uploading, updating, and tracking files on independent computers. Resource sharing. Resources such as printers, scanners, and modems can be shared in a network. This saves a lot of space and money against buying too many resources. Cost efficient. The cost of hardware for individual devices is reduced. Also, purchasing licensed copies of software for individual computers will be very costly as compared to buying a file server. Security. Important files are password protected. All the users do not have the access to such files. Only specific users can access these files. Classification of computer network. We can classify network in different ways based on network size, LAN, WAN, and MAN, based on topology, that's connectivity, which are bus, ring, star, mesh, tree, hybrid. Also based on transmission media, which are wired, UTP, coaxial cables, fiber optic cables, and wireless. Based on management method, peer-to-peer, and client or server. We will see the classification based on network size and topology in this video. Other two classification will be covering in my other video. So first type is LAN, which is based on network size. Local area network, short form is LAN. A LAN refers to a group of computers in a localized area. It consists of two or more computers directly linked with a small, well-defined area such as hotel, room, office building, or campus. Characteristics of LAN. We'll take one by one. Geographical distribution. A LAN is restricted to a limited geographical coverage of a few kilometers. Data transmission rate. Data transmission rates are higher in LAN when compared to other network transmissions. The data transmission rates in a LAN usually range from 10 megabits per second, which is Mbps, to 1 gigabit per second, which is Gbps. Error rate. LAN usually have only a few errors during data transmission over a communication or network connection. Ownership. A LAN is usually owned by a single organization because of its limited geographical coverage. Communication cost. The cost of transmitting data in a LAN is negligible since the transmission medium is owned by users' organization. Example of LAN are computer network in colleges, offices, or any other campus. Let's have a look at the next one, which is MAN. Full form is Metropolitan Area Network. MAN generally covers a wider geographical area up to 50 kilometers in diameter than LANs and frequently operate at speed very close to those of LANs. The main objective of MAN is to interconnect LANs located in an entire city or metropolitan area. Characteristics of MAN. Geographical distribution. A MAN is spread out with a geographical coverage up to a diameter of around 50 kilometers. Data transmission rate. Data transmission rates are slightly above LAN when compared to other network transmission. Error rate. MANs usually have only more errors during data transmission over a communication or network connection than LANs, but less than WAN, which we'll see in the next slide. Ownership. A LAN is not owned by a single organization because of its larger geographical coverage. Communication cost. The cost of transmitting data in a LAN is slightly higher as compared to LAN, but lower than WAN. Example of WAN are cable connections of television, telephone company network in the city, or etc. In the next slide, we'll see wide area network. The full form is wide area network for WAN. A wide area network, WAN, consists of two or more geographical dispersed computers linked by communication facilities such as telecommunication or microwave links. A WAN is a computer network covering a relatively larger geographical area such as large organizations and government agencies. Characteristics of WAN. First one, geographical distribution. A WAN may extend over several thousand kilometers and may operate nationwide or even worldwide. Data transmission rate. Data transmission rates usually range from 1200 bits per second to 2 Mbps. With advancement in technology, data transmission rates are being increased continuously, so it may change. Error rate. The error rate in WAN is high when compared to LAN. Ownership. A WAN is usually formed by interconnecting multiple LANs that may belong to a different area. Communication cost. With a WAN, the cost involved is very high as the transmission medium used are leased lines or public communication systems, such as telephone lines, microwave links, and satellite channels. Example of WAN are ATMs are one example. Broadband data connections such as 3G, 4G, etc. are example of WAN. Next topic is network topology. Topology is the arrangement of nodes connected to one another in a network. Network topology is a schematic description of a network arrangement connecting various nodes, sender and receiver, through lines of connection. The network topology defines the way in which computers, printers, and other devices are connected. A network topology describes the layout of the wire and devices as well as the paths used by data transmissions. Let's see the different types of topology one by one. First one, bus topology. Bus topology is a network type in which every computer and network devices is connected to single cable. When it has exactly two endpoints, it is called linear bus topology. Features of bus topology: it transmits data only in one direction. Every device is connected to a single cable. Next, ring topology. It is called ring topology because it forms a ring as each computer is connected to another computer, with the last one connected to the first. Exactly two neighbors for each device. Features of ring topology: a number of repeaters are used for ring topology with large number of nodes because of someone wants to send some data to the last node in the ring topology. With 100 nodes, then the data will have to pass through 99 nodes to reach the 100th node. So hence, to prevent data loss, repeaters are used in the network. The transmission is unidirectional, but it can be made bidirectional by having two connections between each network node. It is called dual ring topology. In the dual ring topology, two rings networks are formed and data flow is in opposite direction in them. Also, if one ring fails, the second ring can act as a backup to keep the network up. Data is transferred in a sequential manner, that is, bit by bit. Data transmitted has to pass through each node of the network till the destination node. Next, star topology. In this type of topology, all the computers are connected to a single hub through a cable. This hub is the central node and all other nodes are connected to the central node. Features of star topology: every node has its own dedicated connection to the hub. Hub acts as a repeater for data flow, can be used with twisted pair optical fiber or coaxial cable. Next, we'll see mesh topology. It is a point-to-point connection to other nodes or devices. All the network nodes are connected to each other. There are two techniques to transmit data over the mesh topology. They are routing and flooding. What is routing? In routing, the nodes have a routing logic as per the network requirements, like routing logic to direct the data to reach the destination using the shortest distance, or routing logic which has information about the broken links and it avoids those nodes, etc. We can even have routing logic to reconfigure the failed nodes. Flooding now. What is flooding? In flooding, the same data is transmitted to all the network nodes. Hence, no routing logic is required. The network is robust and it's very unlikely to lose the data, but it leads to unwanted load over the network. Features of mesh topology are fully connected, it's robust and not flexible. Next is tree topology. It has a root node and all other nodes are connected to it, forming a hierarchy. It is also called hierarchical topology. It should at least have three levels to the hierarchy. Features of tree topology are ideal if workstations are located in groups, and used in wide area network, which is WAN. Last is hybrid topology. It is two different types of topologies, which is mixed of two or more topologies. For example, if in an offline in one department ring topology is used and in another star topology is used, connecting these topologies will result in hybrid topology. Ring topology and star topology includes, or it's part of the hybrid topology. Features of hybrid topology: it is a combination of two or more topologies, inherits the advantages and disadvantages of the topologies included. In this session, we learned computer network and types of computer network, which are LAN, MAN, WAN, and topology and its types. Thank you for watching my video.